AITA for choosing my cosplay over my ex's new girlfriend's feelings? I broke up with my boyfriend about 8 months ago. It was mutual, and honestly, as far as breakups go, it was pretty peaceful. Which was important, because we share the same friend group and still see each other regularly. After the breakup, I went through a rough period for a while. Eventually, though, I decided I needed to focus on myself instead of sitting around feeling miserable. I started eating better, going to the gym consistently, and even started therapy. Over time, the difference became really noticeable. I felt healthier, happier, and more confident than I had in years. My friends kept telling me I seemed like a completely different person in the best way possible. I'm also a massive nerd. I play D&D every week. I've sunk an embarrassing number of hours into Stellaris, and one of my biggest hobbies is cosplay. Up until recently, most of my cosplays were characters that were pretty covered up or hidden behind masks, like Hornet from Hollow Knight or Mono from Little Nightmares. But with my confidence growing, I wanted to challenge myself and try something different for the big convention in my city. One of my friends convinced me we should do Valorant cosplays together, and for the last 6 months we'd been spending almost all our free time working on them. Sewing, painting props, fixing details, redoing pieces that didn't look right. The whole thing became a huge project for us. About 3 weeks before the convention, I posted a picture of my finished cosplay in our group chat to get feedback on the final touches. Almost immediately, my ex messaged me privately asking if I could please not wear it to the convention because it might make his new girlfriend uncomfortable. I was confused and asked him what exactly about it would make her uncomfortable, but he wouldn't explain. He just kept repeating that he was asking me as a favor. I already knew he was dating someone new, but I didn't even know she was coming to the convention with us. I tried explaining that this cosplay represented 6 months of work and effort, and I wasn't going to throw all of that away because someone I'd never even met might feel insecure about it. So I wore it anyway. Honestly, the cosplay ended up being a huge success. People constantly stopped me for pictures, complimented the costume, and asked how long it took to make. It felt amazing after putting so much work into it. I did my best to avoid drama. Since my ex and his girlfriend were hanging out with the larger part of our friend group, I tried keeping some distance most of the day. But because we were all still technically together as a group, we still crossed paths a lot. And every single time, his girlfriend had something to say. Little snide comments under her breath, laughing whenever someone asked me for a photo, making weird passive-aggressive remarks loud enough for me to hear. The entire vibe was uncomfortable, and I could tell our friends noticed it too, but nobody wanted to step in. By the time we all went to dinner after the convention, I was already exhausted from dealing with it. At one point, one of our friends casually asked her if she'd ever want to try cosplay herself someday. She laughed and said, "Why would I need attention from random guys? I already have a boyfriend. I'm not a slut." The entire table went dead silent. After hours of her taking shots at me all day, I finally snapped. I told her to stop acting like a pygmy just because I'd been getting attention all day. The second I said it, she burst into tears. My ex immediately jumped in demanding that I apologize to her. I told him I'd apologize for insulting her if she apologized for spending the entire day making rude comments at me first. That turned into a full-blown screaming match. People started picking sides, everyone was talking over each other, and eventually the restaurant staff came over and kicked all of us out. Now it's been 5 days, and my ex is threatening to leave the friend group entirely unless I apologize.